Think of it, the power to change the future of the planet. Would you do it? In today's world, we're increasingly conscious of our environmental footprint. As we strive to make more sustainable choices, one area stands out: transportation. Electric vehicles, or EVs, are a beacon of hope in this regard. They offer a cleaner, more sustainable way to travel, and they're becoming more accessible and affordable every day. Yet, here lies the paradox. Despite the clear advantages of electric vehicles, from zero tailpipe emissions to lower running costs, their adoption is still slower than we'd expect. It's a puzzle that has puzzled many. After all, who wouldn't want to drive a vehicle that's kinder to our planet, lighter on the wallet, and a joy to drive? So, why are people still hesitant to adopt electric vehicles? Let's dive into some common misconceptions. One of the most prevalent myths about electric vehicles is that they lack the performance of their gas-guzzling counterparts. But is that really the case? If you've ever seen an electric vehicle in action, you know that this myth couldn't be further from the truth. Electric vehicles, or EVs for short, are not just about saving the environment. They're about power and performance too. Let's talk about torque. Unlike traditional internal combustion engines that need to build up speed for maximum torque, electric vehicles offer instant torque. That means the second you step on the pedal, you get full power. This leads to much smoother and quicker acceleration, making EVs a joy to drive. In addition, advancements in battery technology are constantly pushing the limits of what EVs can do. High-capacity batteries mean longer range, making it possible for electric vehicles to compete head-to-head with their petrol-powered peers. And if you're worried about speed, let's dispel that myth right now. Many electric vehicles on the market today can hold their own against, and often outperform, conventional vehicles when it comes to speed. So if you thought that going electric meant compromising on performance, think again. Electric vehicles offer an exhilarating, smooth, and powerful driving experience that matches and often surpasses that of traditional cars. Clearly, when it comes to performance, electric vehicles are no underdogs. A common misconception is that maintaining an electric vehicle will cost an arm and a leg. But how much truth does this statement hold? Well, let's start by acknowledging the elephant in the room. Electric vehicles do indeed have fewer moving parts compared to their petrol or diesel counterparts. This inherently means less wear and tear, and subsequently, fewer repairs. No more worrying about timing belts, head gaskets, or exhaust systems. Not only that, but the braking systems in electric vehicles are designed to last longer. Regenerative braking, a feature common in many electric vehicles, uses the electric motor to slow the car down, reducing the wear on the brakes and extending their lifespan. And here's the cherry on top. There's no need for oil changes. That's right, electric vehicles don't require engine oil to keep them running smoothly. No more messy oil changes or forgetting when your next service is due. Now, let's talk numbers. Over time, these savings can really add up. While the upfront cost of an electric vehicle might be higher, the lower maintenance costs can offset this over the vehicle's lifetime. In fact, several studies have shown that over a period of 8 to 10 years, the total cost of owning and maintaining an electric vehicle can actually be less than a traditional car. So it seems that owning an electric vehicle might actually be easier on your wallet in the long run. Some argue that the production of electric vehicles and their batteries negates any environmental benefits. But what does the science say? Allow me to introduce you to the concept of life cycle analysis, an approach that considers the environmental impact of a product from cradle to grave. In the case of electric vehicles, this analysis starts from the extraction of raw materials for the creation of the vehicle and its battery, through to its use and eventual disposal. It's true that producing an electric vehicle, particularly the battery, results in higher emissions than the production of a conventional car. This is largely due to the energy-intensive mining of metals such as lithium, nickel, and cobalt, and the fact that battery production itself is energy-intensive. But that's not the end of the story. Once on the road, electric vehicles start to repay this carbon debt. Unlike their gasoline-guzzling counterparts, electric vehicles produce zero tailpipe emissions. Even when you take into account the emissions from electricity generation, the total emissions from driving an electric vehicle are considerably lower than those from a conventional car. Over time, this difference becomes even more pronounced. As the grid becomes cleaner with an increasing share of renewable energy, the emissions from driving an electric vehicle decrease even further. By the end of their lifespan, electric vehicles have a significantly smaller carbon footprint, even when you include the higher emissions from their production. So, electric vehicles do indeed have a smaller carbon footprint over their lifetime compared to conventional vehicles. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe to our channel to see more. Now, armed with the facts, it's clear that electric vehicles are a viable and sustainable choice. But how do we encourage more people to make the switch? The answer lies in the power of education. Misconceptions about electric vehicles have held many back from making the switch, but with accurate information, these myths can be debunked, and the true potential of electric vehicles can be revealed. Education isn't solely the responsibility of consumers. Governments, manufacturers, and influencers all have a part to play in promoting accurate information. Governments can implement policies that favor electric vehicles and provide accurate, unbiased information to the public. Manufacturers can educate their customers about the benefits and practicalities of owning an electric vehicle. And influencers, with their wide reach, can use their platforms to spread the word about electric vehicles and share their own experiences. Consumer education can be a powerful tool in driving change. With the right information, potential buyers can make informed decisions, and current owners can better understand and appreciate their vehicles. This knowledge not only empowers individuals, but also accelerates the adoption of electric vehicles on a wider scale. But education doesn't stop at the point of purchase. Ongoing education about advancements in technology, maintenance practices, and sustainability efforts can continue to engage and excite electric vehicle owners. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it's the power to drive change. Together we can accelerate the adoption of electric vehicles and move towards a more sustainable future.